Hey, they might could do it better. I ain't tripping off all that shit.
What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Rich and Face TV, man. We back in the building. I got my girl Raven, future film director, popular shit.
Hey everybody, my name is Raven of Ray Simone Productions. I'm 24 years old and you can follow me on Instagram at Ray Simone, and the E is a 3.
Cool. So how long have you been doing films and been having interest into the film industry?
About 6 months. I started actually doing plays for my church. Well, I started doing plays when I was younger, and I kind of just, I like to challenge myself, so I kind of just wanted to take it to a next level, and now I'm getting ready to do a film.
That's dope, that's dope. So what are the differences between doing plays and working on actual films?
Okay, so doing plays, you don't have to rehearse as much as you would for a play that you have to do for a film. For a film, you kind of just have to give them the script, let them read it, and boom, film day. But as for a play, you gotta actually know the blocking, you have to know words, you have to know terminology, you have to practice with mics. It's a lot more work preparing for an actual play versus doing the film in preparation wise.
So how stressful is it being a director?
It's not stressful at all, actually. If you have the right people. The only part I don't like about being a director, I guess I would say, is having to kick people out when they don't do what they're supposed to. I don't want to be the bad guy, so that's why I always try to make sure you're the one for the role.
I feel that. So how is it working with the executive producers when it comes to putting together the film?
So I'm independent, so it's just me. So I kind of make all the decisions, but I do have my brother to kind of be like, yeah, no, I don't think you should do that. It's just kind of just me putting all my effort into it and getting second opinions from him as well.
So how hard is it being an independent filmmaker?
It is kind of hard because I do wish that I had a bigger team, but I know that it's gonna come with time because where you start ain't always where you end up.
I feel that. So with this being your first actual film you're working on, what type of challenges have you been dealing with?
Casting challenges for sure, because the film that I'm working on now is an extension from the play that we just did. So one of the main characters I had to recast, and of course I see a lot of great talents, but some people just don't fit the role. So it's kind of like a checklist of things that I have to look at in order to cast you for the role.
Cool. So what type of actors do you exactly look for when it comes to putting together the film you're working on right now?
Okay, so for the film that I'm working on now, I kind of looked for if they looked like they could do the part. I looked for if they had any acting experience. Even if they didn't, one girl, this is her first role ever, so she doesn't have any experience at all. But I kind of I can see something in her, so I was willing to give her the chance. And I kind of just look for positive attitudes and stuff like that.
Great.
Just the basics.
Great. So who are some other directors that's on now that you probably looked up to growing up?
Tyler Perry for sure.
Yeah,
Tyler Perry. I don't want to sound cliche, but just hearing his story and seeing how he was homeless and stuff like that, and now he has his huge studio. It's very inspiring because that could be me one day.
Cool. So you put scripts together, right?
Yes.
Take me through that process.
Okay, so when I'm getting ready to put a script together, I kind of think about what I want the story to be about. And then I kind of just pray and ask God, what's the message that you want your people to get? And then it kind of just flows. Sometimes I have to really just type it right then and there, because if I don't type it, I'm going to lose it.
Cool. So growing up in a church home, is it hard for you to make certain type of films due to the fact it might go against your morals?
No. I kind of just, I want to bring something different to the table, so I don't mind putting certain stuff in films. Like the play we just did, they were playing dice in the house, they were smoking weed, they were drinking, so it was kind of just happened, and it actually reached a lot of people because it was more relatable than just Bible.
I feel that. So how could people relate to your movies?
Well, I guess because I feel like a lot of younger people will be able to relate because I'm using young people to try to talk to them on their level, and I use stuff that they go through, and I kind of use my own life experiences to write as well. So it kind of just like I'm using what I've been through to help other people.
Cool. So what is the end goal when it comes to your film career or you as a director?
I definitely want some of my stuff to be in the theaters. I know it will, and I want to help people, and I feel like I can do that with what I'm passionate about, which is performing arts and film and stuff like that.
Great. Describe yourself as a director with 3 words.
I would say lenient. Probably too lenient. Very well, and I try to make it like, oh, you said 3 words. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna say lenient, honest, and trustworthy.
And why do you do this?
Because I mean, it's my passion, and it's easy to do something when it's your passion and when it's a gift from God as well.
That's dope. So how could these people find you and follow your movement and just be able to support your film when it comes out?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at Ray Simone. That's where I really post all the updates for it as well. And you can also email me at raysimoneproductions@gmail.com.
All right, man. Y'all support her movie, man. Support Black businesses, man. It's Rich and Faith TV. We out. Anything you want to say before we slide?
Peace out.